What's up, YouTube? Okay, for tonight's battle we got some really interesting pokes and some of my favourite ones as well. But before we get to this battle, let's go to the question of the day. Now, today's question I have for you is, what is your favourite shiny Pokemon? I want to see what actually comes up there as the most popular, so leave a comment, and I want to know what your most favourite shiny Pokemon is, or if you can't really decide between one, you can list a couple, I don't really mind. But let's see what we can, what will be the most popular for that. Okay, please leave a like on the video as well, and it takes a couple of seconds. Alright, let's get to the main bit of this video. So, let's have a look at the other opponent's team. We've got Swellow, Throh, Muddyena, Tropius, Miltank, and Bastiodon. So a very bulky team here. So a lot of stalling. Obviously we've got Throh, Tropius, Miltank. Add some stalling pokes there. Not really a lot of special attackers at all. Apart from Tropius, if it at this point in the game, I wasn't sure whether it be, but I'm guessing it had special attacks. But Bastiodon was obviously going to be the lead for this team, and you couldn't really see any other Pokemon except Swellow if it were carrying like U-turn or something. But that's about my thought process. This is a very, very long battle as well. So this was almost 50. This was about 50 turns, this battle. Okay, so leading the Persian. So I'm going to just go straight for the fake out to break Bastiodon sturdy. But then I find out it's got Rocky Helmet, so that sucked. It wasn't too bad though. I got rid of its sturdy, I guess. So I'm going to go straight for Taunt here, just in case it's got Stealth Rock or anything, which it did. Not much other reason why it would be leading. So Persian can't really do anything else. There's no point me using U-turn because I'll do more damage to myself. Straight into Blossom here. Okay, so Ironhead's still going to do really nothing to me. This thing's obviously just being EV'd in its defenses and health mainly, and how I see it. Okay, so I go straight for Sleep Powder. Almost went for Toxic there, predicting the switch into Tropius, but just in case it had like I don't know, like a different move, I played on the safe side. Okay, so Tropius is going to fire off an Air Slash on me. He does decent damage considering. Tropius gets very crippled by Toxic as well after a while, so that was sort of my plan, to get this thing Toxic from the start. So I knew it would be like a Harvest set, and yeah, I know Harvest Tropius so well. Actually, the amount of Tropius I've seen lately is so many of them. Okay, so Air Slash is going to hit me pretty hard there. I'm fortunately I don't get flinched or anything, so I'm going to get my Moonlight off, and that's good. I can do my little dance and get all my health back. Tropius is just going to rack up the poison damage and eventually swap. There's not much else he can really do to me. Like I can just keep healing Air Slash continually. So I don't really want to stay into this matchup very much longer. I don't really want to burn my Moonlights or get flinched or stuff like that. Okay, so I was going to go into Persian and try and get like a taunt off or something, and I get critted by Air Slash, which sucks. Okay, so he's going to go for Protect there. Now, I didn't really mind about that because really that's just helping me out with the poison damage. Put Fake Out and poison would have been nice, but it doesn't really matter. So he gets his berry back there. I'm guessing he's going to be swapping soon because that poison damage is starting to rack up, and Harvest isn't like 100%, so it'll eventually go down. Okay, I just went for U-turn here. And against this Bastiodon, it's going to do nothing, and it's going to do like way more to me with that Rocky Helmet on the field. So I have to be a little bit careful with this Bastiodon around. It's just fucking my Persian up a little bit. Sorry, I just whacked my fan there. Okay, so straight to Taurus with the Intimidate. I know that he might be tempted to set up Stealth Rock here, so I'm just going to go straight for Work Up there. He may be carrying Metal Burst, so I just wanted to see that as well, and he does have Metal Burst, which is good. So I got pretty much a free Work Up. I'm going to go for another Work Up here. I'm not really scared of any of his attacks now because they'll be hitting very lightly after that Intimidate. He's going to get his Rocks up, which is okay. That's fine, and I'm just going to go straight for like a freaking really strong Earthquake here with 2 Work Ups up. And Bastiodon's out of the way, so that's good. He can swap stopped swapping that in to my Persian Ultra. So out comes Swallow, the only Pokemon he could actually swap into me. Otherwise it pretty much would have been nearly gained there. So straight into Persian, again, just as some fodder. I knew this would just go for Protect. There's not a lot I can really do here. So I thought, well, I might as well just use my Persian as fodder, because I didn't really want to... It's not really a like a really safe swap in for Swallow that I don't really want to be swapping into a Brave Bird or Facade. So he goes for Steel Wing, which is interesting, but it's a decent move because I guess you can hit Rock types. And he gets a defense buff there as well, which is interesting. And that's Persian out of the way, so a little bit of burn damage there. Okay, so my next best swap in here was my Taurus again. I knew that I could get the Intimidate off here and probably leave one of its attacks, even its strongest Brave Bird and Facades, and take it out with Return, even with that defense buff. Okay, so he's going to use Facade. I just live there just due to my natural bulk, and Return's going to take Swell out, which is really good. That's a speedy sweeper out the way, and my Blossom hates that Swallow. So I'm alive on 1 health. There's not really much I can do. I can't really swap out here. I know Sucker Punch is coming, but I don't want Mighty Unit to get a Moxie up, so I'd rather just swap it out and go straight into Seadra instead. Yeah, Mighty Unit does get pretty strong after a couple of Moxies, and it's got priority as well. So he's sort of forced to swap that out because he knows what's coming. Probably going to be a Scald, thinking along those lines. Okay, so Sill's not going to really do much, hell of a lot to Tropius. Now, I wasn't sure if Tropius was carrying a grass move like Giga Drain at this point in the game. I knew I had Air Slash, but I wasn't sure about Giga Drain. So and I was a little bit wary of this thing right there. Okay, I'm just going to go straight for Clear Smog because that's super effective. And if I could get a Sniper Clear Smog, that'd be awesome. Okay, so he's going to have Air Slash, but I avoid the attack, so that's good. I guess... Now he's going to get... I think he gets the Harvest here. Yeah, he gets the Harvest here again. This Tropius got like a lot of Harvest, or like all in a row. So it was really challenging to deal with at this point. Okay, so I'm just going to continue to do Clear Smog. And he does have Giga Drain, which sucks because I know that's going to hit me pretty hard. And he's going to get a lot of his health back, making his survivability a lot better. Okay, so that toxic poison damage is racking up now, and I reckon probably another turn or two, I may be able to cause a swap on this. So I can't really stay into Seadra anymore. I have to really go into Blossom here to take the Giga Drain. I know that I can stall out Air Slash, a little bit of stealth rock damage there. So Giga Drain's not going to do much to me at all because I'm a special defensive tank, and obviously it's not going to do much anyway. Okay, so I got the toxic damage going right there. So I know that he's probably going to swap this turn after this one or something like that because he's very, very low on health. So Harvest gets his health back again. So I know what it feels like to verse Tropius now. I knew that it was going to be I'd have a really rough time against it. So he's going to use that Air Slash against me again. I sort of saw that one coming, so I just went for the Moonlight again, even just to heal whatever damage I had off from Stealth Rocks and Giga Drain. Okay, so I know that he would definitely swap this turn because the next turn of Toxic is going to do like pretty much nearly take him out. But he keeps getting Harvest back every single time. It's like nearly 100% shot. Okay, so probably the best option here would be for him to swap out because he's got most of his health back. Next turn he may not get the toxic damage, the Harvest, and be really hurt by the toxic. So out comes Throh. I just went for Giga Drain to get more damage just in case he stayed in. Okay, so Sleep Powder on Throh. Now I was worried about this Throh because it may be like the bulk upset that I tend to use myself, which is really annoying and hard to kill. It's very bulky. So it is. Okay, so it is the bulk upset, and it had the Lumberry there, so I was like, crap. So I'm going to have to get Sleep Powder off. Freaking thing misses, and he gets a Circle Throw off, and that's going to be my Blossom out of here, which sucks. And that Stealth Rock is on the field now, and that's not good. Okay, now, I knew that I outspeed, so I thought, well, this will be a great opportunity to get a rest off and get most of my health back here. then I can use Seadra later on in the game. So that wasn't too bad that I got swapped into this. Now I'm carrying Clear Smog on my Seadra too, so this is perfect. Like I can get rid of those bulk ups, all those attack and defense buffs as well. Just depending if I get it though. So the first turn was Rest, which sucked. He's going to go for another bulk up, so I think he's got 3 up now. So he's going to be hitting fairly hard. So I was just praying that I can get a Clear Smog to get rid of these stat drops, stat raises. Sorry. Okay, but unfortunately I get Skull there. I guess it's better than getting Rest again for the 2nd time in a row. I don't get a burn, and that's not good. And not that it would have mattered because it's got guts anyway, I presume. So Seadra's out of there and straight into Tauros. Since the rocks are on the field, I'm just going to take the hit there, and that's Tauros down there. Okay, so I was starting to have a bit of trouble here. Now, I knew that I could resist his Circle Throw, but Stealth Rocks was on the field, which really, I had to be very smart here with my fan because I would not live otherwise. So Air Slash does loads. I don't get the flinch there, which sucks, and he's going to go for Circle Throw there and doing lots of damage to me. So I predicted one more turn I can swap my fan in, and that's about game. Okay, so I knew that he couldn't use Circle Throw against my Bennett, so I thought it was a good swap in. I went straight for the Shadow Claw there and just takes it out, which is good. And I had to go for the crit there, but it didn't actually need the crit. We're doing very close though. Anyway, so into Tropius again. I'm going to go straight for Shadow Claw again, trying to get a crit maybe, that'd be nice. I actually used Bennett a lot. I still haven't got a crit, one single crit with Shadow Claw at all, amazingly. So he's going to set Leaf Seed up for me, and we've got the whole process of Harvest going on again. He is pretty low on the health, but it won't take very long just to get like a Harvest back. Okay, so Protect again, just to obviously try and get Harvest back. I'm going to get a Shadow Claw there, and he's going to get a little bit more health back from him. Like I didn't really want to swap in my my Rotom Fan just in case I get hit by one of the probably Air Slash or even Giga Drain. Like just a little bit of damage would really hamper the usage of that, because it's already pretty much screwed the next time it swaps in. It won't be able to swap out again. Okay, so I'm continually pressuring this Tropius. It's going to use Giga Drain against me, so there's not much I can really do. I really want to free swapping against this thing. I wasn't too worried about sacrificing Bennett here. As long as I could start racking that toxic damage up, I was happy with that sort of outcome. Okay, so Tropius is getting very low now, even with damage on Shadow Claw. So I thought I'd keep Bennett for later, because I can probably swap him in for like a Shadow Sneak priority. Straight into my fan here. I thought he'd go for Protect, but he goes for Air Slash instead, and I just take this with 5 health. I was like, whew, I really needed my Rotom Fan here. Okay, so he's nearly gone there with health. He's going to try and get the Protect up for the Harvest. It didn't really matter, because I knew that even with Harvest back, I could finish it off with Air Slash anyway. Plus Toxic was there, so that's Tropius down. So my god, that took ages to kill this thing. Tropius is such a good defensive wall installing poke. Okay, into Mighty Inner again. I knew Sucker Punch would come. I didn't want it to get a Moxie, so I went straight into Bubbles here, into Sleep. I take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage. Unfortunately, it goes straight for Crunch, which sucks, but I take that pretty well because I'm Seadra. Everlight, it's got Thunder Fang, does a little tiny bit more than Crunch. I wake up, get the rest off, which is like, yes. I know that I can easily wall this Mighty Inner. It just doesn't have enough attack without Moxie or even a Howl or Moxie boost to even touch my Seadra at all, even with its most strongest move being Crunch and Thunder Fang. So Crunch is probably the best option here to try and get a defense drop. I guess I can see it from that point of view. Now all I really have to do here is just go for Sleep Talk, and I get Clear Smog this time. I was hoping for a Scald, but I get a nice crit there with Clear Smog, which is good. Crit Sniper boost there, which is nice. Okay, Mighty End is going to continue to use Crunch against me, but it's about like a 5 or 6 hit KO, so I'm not really worried about that at all. So I really want to get Scald here to finish the Mighty End off, and I do get it, which is great, and that's going to take that one out. So no more priority. Mighty End. So the last poke he had was Miltank. Now, I wasn't really worried about Miltank too much because I had clear smog on this thing if I tried to set up like bulk up and stuff. I go straight here for Scald, not probably half thinking about it. I get a burn, and after I think about getting the burn, I'm like, great, you idiot. I should have just Toxic it because, like, I wasn't sure if I had Heal Bell at this point in the match, but like Toxic probably would have been a lot more beneficial because this thing took quite a while to actually take out with all my team. Okay, so I get paralyzed there, but it was pretty much game here. He couldn't really do a lot to me. I could just eventually whittle his health down with my other pokes. Like he obviously didn't have any boosting moves. It was more like just a utility set. Was surprised it didn't have Heal Bell, but I knew every Miltank has Milk Drink, so I knew that it would definitely most have that. Okay, I'm just getting rest off here to get rid of that Parahax anyway, and in case it gets like a crit or something, that'd be annoying if I lost my Seadra, because it does have Clear Smoke, just in case it's hiding Bulk Up, which I don't think it is. Okay, so that burn's doing some nice damage at least. It has Earthquake, so it's got Earthquake, Body Slam, what's this? Earthquake on Body Slam and Milk Drink so far. I knew that it had Milk Drink. I wasn't too sure if it's other move though. Okay, anyway, so I'm just going to keep using Scald, doing some nice damage. I was hoping here if I could get a Sniper Scald crit, because that would take the Miltank out, obviously. Okay, so I was thinking here, well, I'm expecting a Milk Drink soon, and it did have Milk Drink, so I was like, ah, crap. So I knew that it was going to be a long game, but I knew that I really pretty much had this one in the bag, because Milk Drink only has a certain amount of PP, obviously, and I had quite a couple of pokes left. I could just stall it out all day easy. That really wasn't a problem to me, and it didn't have any boosting moves either, so I wasn't really, it really just wasn't doing enough damage there. Okay, so another Body Slam there. It's just absolutely doing nothing to my Seadra. It's completely wall. I think I actually misclicked there on Sleep Talk, or I wasn't paying attention or something. I'm not sure. That's just sort of what happened. Okay, as I said, this is a really long battle, so we're nearly getting up to 50 turns here. He's going to go for Toxic, but that's his other move that he has. So he has Toxic, Milk Drink, Earthquake, and Body Slam. So once again, that's not really going to affect Seadra at all because I've got rest and I can just keep going to sleep while I waste his Milk Drink on burn and my Scald damage. Okay. Now I thought here, well, he may go for Body Slam here. So I might be able to get like a free swap into PIMPNITE sometime, get like maybe a Sucker Punch off or something like that, or even Knock Off, that'd be nice. So I tried the swap here, I only had a little bit of health left, but he's going to go for Earthquake instead, and that's going to take me out, which sucks. So much for that plan. But I get the Cursed Body and an Earthquake, which is pretty funny. I couldn't get the Cursed Body on his other. Sorry, he only had 2 attacking moves. Never mind. But it didn't really matter that he had Cursed Body anyway. So I could just swap my Bubble Strain again. So I wasn't sure how long this was going to go for, but it had Milk Drink as it's really only a recovery, and it just wasn't really going anywhere. Just with the PP thing. So I get the Scald off. Even with the lefties, I think this Miltank's going to go down this turn. I guess it is. Should just be a range. So it was a good battle anyway. There's a lot of Stolly pokes in this team. Far out. It took ages to break through a lot of these walls. Mainly Tropius was a big problem, and Throh and Miltank a little bit there at the end. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this battle. It's quite a long one. And what's your favourite shiny poke? Leave a comment in the comment section. Please leave a like on the video as well. That'd be really appreciative. And I think that's about it. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. Peace out.